Hello everyone, welcome back. Ready for another chess puzzle deep dive.
Absolutely. Always up for a good challenge.
All right, so today's puzzle features white with a pawn on a7, a queen on c7, a pawn on e4,
Yep.
a bishop on h4, pawn on g3, pawn on f2, the king on g2, and a pawn on h2.
Got it.
And black has a knight on e7, the king on f7,
Right.
pawn on h7, pawn on f6, a pawn on e5, a pawn on g5, a rook on a2, and the queen on d1.
Okay, I've got the board visualized.
Perfect. Let's get this going. So just taking a quick look at the board, that white queen on c7, that's got to be a key piece here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's really well positioned, isn't it? Moving it to c4 would immediately attack the black queen
Oh, I see.
and open up a potentially dangerous diagonal towards the black king.
So you're thinking white plays queen c7 to c4 to start.
I think that's a strong opening move, yeah.
Okay, so let's say white plays queen c7 to c4. What's black's best response? Could they capture the queen?
Well, they can't capture the queen, right, because the bishop on h4 is protecting it.
Ah, good point, yeah. So they can't take the queen. What else could they do?
Well, the most logical move, I think, would be to move their king out of harm's way. So king f7 to g7.
King f7 to g7. All right, that makes sense. So now things are getting kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, definitely. The tension's building.
So what's white's next move? Do they go straight for the attack on the king?
That's what you'd expect, wouldn't you? But actually, I think the best move here is a little more subtle. White should move their queen from c4 to a2.
To a2, why not just go straight for the black king?
Because by moving to a2, white forces black's hand. Their only option to protect their king is to block with their pawn, moving it from g5 to h4.
Ah, I see. Clever. So they're kind of forcing black into a corner there.
Exactly.
And this opens up another opportunity for white, right?
Precisely. Now, white can advance their pawn from h2 to h3, further pressuring black's kingside.
So the answer to our puzzle is white queen c7 to c4, black king f7 to g7, white queen c4 to a2, black pawn g5 to h4, and finally, white pawn h2 to h3.
That's it. A really nice sequence of moves.
There you go.
Yeah.
So just to recap, white's queen goes to c4, threatening the black queen. Black moves their king to g7 for safety.
Right.
White then seizes the opportunity, moving the queen to a2 and further threatening the black king.
Yeah.
Black has no choice but to block with the pawn. And then white pushes their h-pawn, increasing the pressure.
And it's that pressure that's key here, isn't it?
Yeah, because this sequence, it doesn't lead to an immediate checkmate, right?
Not immediately, no.
But what it does is it demonstrates, the beauty of positional play.
Absolutely. White has gained control of a key diagonal, they've restricted black's king, and they've weakened black's pawn structure. Those are long-term advantages that can be exploited in the later stages of the game.
So even though it's not a flashy checkmate,
Yeah.
it's still a really effective strategy.
Very much so. Sometimes the quiet moves are the most powerful.
Well said. All right, that was a great puzzle. Thanks for breaking it down.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk chess.
And thank you all for listening. Until next time.
See you then.